packed my bags, grabbed a coat and a hat, and I left you. Didn't know where to go, so I drove to where I met you. There we was on the side of the road, blooming little ray of hope in the Johnson grass. Flowers in October, even though the wind is colder, and what we had is over, but it's over. Found a ray of hope, growing just off a river road. Made this broken heart feel a little bit bolder. Seeing flowers in October.
Flowers in October. You can tell that you're from Texas singing about flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Kayla Jane in the studio today. Yeah, those wildflowers are absolutely beautiful. I'm surprised that there aren't a lot more of them. But then again, we do have the sun down here. This Texas heat's kind of crazy. Kayla, how long have you been performing and what got you started in songwriting?
Well, it was my first gig was January 9th, 2020. I'd gone through divorce in late 2018, and I was just, working and not really living, and I realized that I could do whatever I wanted to after this divorce. And so I picked up a guitar and I started to, figure out how to play. And then so I think that was early 2019 is when I started playing guitar. And then by mid 2019, I had written one song, but I hadn't had any gigs yet. No experience, nothing on stage. And then probably November 2019, I started running some open mics, which got me a little bit of stage time, but I was still pretty terrible on guitar. And then January 9th, 2020, I invited a friend to play guitar for me, and he lugged all his equipment, and I played the Salt Lick for my very first gig ever. But that was, that's where it all started.
That's one heck of a place to have your first gig. I've been there a couple of times already in my little travels here in Texas, and they have some really good barbecue. It's a pretty good place.
They have great barbecue. I worked there. I worked for their catering and events department, and so that was actually a full-time job in itself for the most part. And so I got to work festivals and ACL and all sorts of stuff, and then big weddings and things. And so I also worked the cellars, which is the wine cellar. I never did work in the restaurant, but so it was really easy for me to get my foot in the door there to get my first gig.
Now, so do you play guitar now, or did you just say that's what the band's for?
Oh, no, I do play guitar. I do a lot of solo stuff and duo stuff, and I'm in a couple different bands. So yes, I play guitar and I play bass, not very well, but I play it.
Right. Well, practice. You'll get better at it. So tell us the story about the song Flowers in October.
Well, it was like mid-October, and I went through a breakup, and I wasn't expecting it. I did not see it coming. And it really blindsided me. And so I was kind of stuck in a situation where I had to move out, and I had to like resituate my whole life. And so I bought a little travel trailer sight unseen. I mean, I called the bank from 4 hours away, and I'm like, I think this is the one. And I got my loan secured and bought a little travel trailer and like cut my life down to this little 26-foot long bumper pull trailer. And it was just me and my little dog, and I parked it in a bar parking lot. It's like a little RV park right there where the dam and the river are. And I just spent a lot of time in that trailer, and that's where that song came from. I went on a hike, and there were some purple flowers and some wildflowers. And I just thought about resilience. This is a co-write with David Lee. And so I had the bones of the song kind of written out. And then I went and sat down with him, and then I got that song.
Well, it definitely sounds like a beautiful, beautiful song, and your voice is amazing. I want to talk about your newest song. Definitely has a fun title, and I've been seeing it out around a lot on Facebook. Queen of Bad Decisions.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
So again, okay, this Queen of Bad Decisions is also a co-write with David Lee. And he has been a really great mentor and a great just wealth of information. He's just helped me out with so much. Love him and his family so much. I sat down with him and he said, well, what do you want your theme to be? And I said, well, I think I want it to be Queen of Bad Decisions, and at this point, I think this was like my second co-writing session ever with anybody. And, no one wants to be that person that like throws a line out where everyone laughs. And so he says to me, okay, what do you got? What are the bones? And I said, cheap vodka and expensive men. I've paid the price for both of them, and it was just silence. And he looked at me with this ear to ear grin and said, well, there's your first line. And it unfolded from there. I really like this soulful, I really like soulful vocals, but I also like Southern rock. And I like, I kind of like big, kind of heavy songs, full band and stuff. And so we wrote that and it just came out so fast. It's fun. It's a banger. I got to take lots of cool promo pictures in Riley's Tavern, which is the oldest bar in Texas. That's where I did my music video shoot, which has like 4,000 views on it, I think. Roughly 4,000 views on YouTube. And yeah, it's performing really well. It's fun.
Nice. So if you guys like this song, make sure you go hit the view on all your favorite platforms and help her get it up there. This is Queen of Bad Decisions.
Cheap vodka and expensive men. I paid the price for both of them. 37 going on 22, but I learned the ropes and I broke the rules. Earned a crown from all of my hard living. I'm the queen of bad decisions. Yeah.
We are gonna make you go find it to listen to the rest of that song. I know that I can relate to the title. I swear. I swear the road less traveled is where I usually end up down.
Oh, me too. Me too. I guess the funniest thing about it is when I get men that come to me and say, I can't stop singing that I'm the queen of bad decisions. That's just the biggest compliment,
Right. That to have men saying that, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I am looking at your website here. Where are you headed as far as shows go? Where can people find you? How do they go about booking you at their venue?
The best place to go to find me is going to be regular social media platforms on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, probably Facebook and Instagram. If you just type Kayla Jane Music into a Google search bar, it'll pull me up pretty much everywhere. My website, I'm looking for somebody to overhaul that because that's just a little bit too big of a job for me. So it's pretty outdated, but the domain name's mine. I've just gotta get it up and running again. I do post a schedule each month at the top of my Facebook page, and on my Instagram, I post a full digest of where I'm going to be and what bands I'm going to be playing with because I play with a couple different bands. And so if you want to find me, you can look there. Summertime's a little bit less busy because we have 3 kids. So they're all cycling in the house and out of the house and camping and all that stuff. So yeah.
Right. And I know that you write original music, but you also have recorded some awesome covers. I mean, I'm sitting here. I know that you said Broken Window Serenade was one of your covers, and then Cover Me Up. Like, I absolutely love that song. So I was surprised to see that on your list.
Yeah, thank you. Those two songs mean a whole lot to me because I battled with some addiction and a really terrible abusive marriage that was pretty riddled with addiction. And so those two songs meant so much to me coming out of the gate. Like when we divorced in 2018, like coming out of the gate, those two songs touched me so much that I figured what better to put on my first album than things that really inspired me.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And those aren't easy to come by when you have to go get all those copyrights and all of that. So it's a lot of work that you put in to get those songs on there. So kudos for you for not letting, the gatekeepers stop you from doing what you want to do.
Yeah, no way. No way.
Awesome. And this next song that we are going to listen to, do you have any awesome news or stories you want to share before we head into our third song preview?
Okay, so here's the thing. This song smashes live. And this is the song that I take to like songwriter nights at the Redbird or like picker circles or whatever, because the story behind this song is great. So when we went through that breakup, I went through a breakup. That's where Flowers in October came from. And on a lighter note, when we broke up, I knew I was going to have to move out. So I was like, hey, will you watch my dog? I'll be right back. So I loaded my car up and I drove 4 hours south down to McAllen, Texas. And I went and I visited my friend Elizabeth, who went through almost the exact same thing like 2 months prior. So when I called her and told her what happened, she's like, come down here. I just moved into my new place, whatever. So I went down for a visit and it was one hell of a ride. We went down to South Padre Island. We went down to Progreso, Mexico. I had like a 3-day hangover when I came home. It was 5 days of chaos and fun. And just, it was amazing. And it was heartbreaking, but amazing at the same time. And so when that's also when I bought that little tiny trailer sight unseen. It was during those 5 days when I was down there in the valley. And so this next song is all about, like, every bit of this song is factual. And when I came home and picked up my trailer and set it up, I literally sat down and scratched this song out. And it is just the funnest song to perform live for like intimate audiences. So it's the true account of exactly what happened when I had lunch in Progreso, Mexico.
Oh man, that South Padre Island is a beautiful place to visit. I did a photo shoot down there with a really amazing photographer. And I joked with him because I told him I think that the paparazzi got more pictures than he did. It was a pretty packed weekend that weekend.
Oh yeah, that's an awesome place. And Progreso is only 30 minutes away. So we just went down to the island and then like lateraled over to Mexico and had lots of tequila. Like some 10-year-old kid was serving me tequila at a bar in Mexico. It's kind of wild.
We are about to hear a little bit of trip. This is Lunch in Mexico. Y'all look up Kayla Jane and show her some love and support. Let her know you found her on Texas Brew Radio.
Well, I'm doing fine. I can't walk a straight line, 'cause I took off to the Mexican Gulf. Not Puerto Vallarta, not to Cancun, just to Progreso, Fiesta afternoon. La 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 la, lunch in Mexico. $50 on a scratch off. Now I'm in Progresso, escaping reality. 'Cause some dude made me.